I saw that yesterday. They were having a talk by the pool, and she's like upset, and has a big ass dumbass smile on his face, and I'm like, no, come on, Cam, like at least play along, you know, like this is still part of the game. And I don't think she'll turn on Cam, but she's clearly like annoyed with him.
They're like, how would Janky World be on our season? Bowie would do 1,000 push-ups. Matt and Jag would be sitting with the weights all day.
Emily said, can't wait for your Tucker and Rubina double date. I know. I also can't wait for our Leah and Quinn double date. Maybe it'll be what is it? Is it a triple? I guess it's just a group date at that point.
Tucker Rubina double date?
Yeah. You don't think it'll happen?
I don't know. We'll see. We're open to it.
I think it can happen. Last time we talked to Blue today, she texted me. We texted.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Cam is talking about targeting Chelsea. Do we believe him, or is he lying?
Nah, no shot. He was talking to Leah today, and like whenever Leah was like, we got to vote at T-Core, Cam's like, I hear that. Let's talk to Chelsea about it. And then she's like, we can't. He's like, yeah, but I understand that, but she's always trusted me. Like, he gets
it, though. He gets it. I don't think it's in his best interest to go after Chelsea.
Are Riley and Matt together? Damn, y'all. Keep up.
Yeah, you got me feeling like a cowgirl. It is so crazy, though. When we got into the house last year, the NPC shit was, like, just taking off, and it was very new.
Ice cream, so good.
Pinky Doll was just popping off. I think that's her name.
NPC Miles
So
Morales.
we were in the house being like, ice cream, so good. You know how, like, the house this year has the fucking baby voices that are annoying as fuck? I hate them. We had the ice cream, so good. That kind of stuff. You got me feeling like a cowgirl.
Who do you think's going home? I think it'll flip on T-Core. I think it'll get there.
I think it'll get there too, and it's going to be frustrating because I was a T-Core girly from the beginning, but she was just so passive, and so much of it was just complaining about her position and then doing nothing about it when she could have just talked to people, you know, listened, not listened, she did too much listening. It's like, you know, be more active, and she wouldn't be in this position. Yeah. Because, you know, Leah, like, everyone loves T-Core, and we were just talking to Cedric, and he's like, everybody thinks of T-Core as, like, this really innocent and pure, like, not somebody who's scheming or snaky like that, and that's perfect for Big Brother, and she could have used that to her advantage, but she didn't.
Yeah, I think people have been making a lot of, like, T-Core, Suri comparisons, just, like, social-wise.
Hi from Tennessee. We're also in Tennessee. Hello, we're in Nashville.
I think she's just Mimi, but, like, better socially and worse strategically, is the way I kind of view her, which, like, that's not a shot. Like, I think Mimi does very well on BB26. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's the fair comparison if you just, like, look at the two of them and how they operate through the house. Like, it's a lot of... It feels like they know where to go, but they don't know how to execute, or they don't have the urgency to execute.
The urgency.
Yeah, it's just not good. A lot of, like, they get annoyed a lot, which I understand. It's annoying being in there.
Do you have your phone with you, babe? Because I can't really see the time here.
6:12.
Okay. Join my team, whatever that means. But let's talk about it real quick because the news is out. I have a Bachelor Nation podcast. It's called America Tells All. So go and follow, y'all. Go on Spotify, go on Apple Podcasts, which I found out today is a separate app. It's not the same app as the Apple Music. So go there, follow, rate, like... Listen, I have the podcast there. There's also a video of it. So if you go to the RHAP YouTube, it should be up there. I'm talking to Demi Burnett, the queen. I was so fucking excited, y'all, to talk to her. Like, you have no idea. Demi was one of the few people, I think the only person that I was, like, starstruck by when I met, when we were at Todrick's for the
Demi was there?
Yeah, Big Brother after party. The Big Brother finale after party. We went to Todrick's house. And Demi was there, and I see her, and I remember we're like 20 feet apart, and I yell, and I'm like, Demi! And she's like, oh my God, America. And I'm like, wait, how do you know my name? Like, what are you doing here? And I was like, Demi, like, I'm a stan. And she's like, no, I'm a stan. And it was like such a surreal moment where I literally, like, I felt like I was dreaming, babe. Like, I thought I was gonna fucking pass out. And I wasn't drunk. I didn't drink that night, but it was literally like such a surreal feeling, because I'm like, okay, I know Big Brother people are gonna be here, but seeing Demi here I didn't know she was a Big Brother fan. She's a huge Big Brother fan, huge Survivor fan, and we talked.
She's a feedster too.
No, she's a feedster. We talked for 3 hours. We only recorded for 1, but it was literally so much fucking fun. Like, she is amazing, and she's so witty.
They were supposed
and
to record at like 5 p.m.
Demi, not Lovato. Demi Burnett from The Bachelor.
Her tag is Demi, not Lovato on Instagram, right?
Yes.
But they were supposed to record at like 5, and I'm sitting outside the room, and it's like 7. America said, no, we have to start now. I'm like, what the fuck have you guys been doing? I guess just talking.
Just yapping. And then, one thing would come up and I'm like, oh, well, you know what I think about this? And
but
we talked about Big Brother. We talked about shows, Survivor, her time on The Bachelor, my time on Big Brother. We talked about everything. She is literally so much fun. So go listen, actually.
So here's what
I think this is better in a video format.
AmericaTellsAll.com. So America Tells All, one word. That's how you get to like the podcast. Follow it.
Tell them
we're pushing for top 10 right now on the charts.
Pushing for number 1.
We're right there on the edge. And then going to Rob's Podcast YouTube, they posted the full video interview with Demi. They do a cast assessment, which is like so funny because all these dudes are in their 60s and are creating social media for the show.
But some of them aren't. Some of them were already on social media before the show. So I was like, you know what?
It's a red flag.
ABC never gives us enough info about these guys. Let's go digging ourselves. So we look into their Instagrams. We look into some of their TikToks. It is so much fun. And Demi is hilarious. So if you go on YouTube, I think you just type up RHAP. It should be up there. Yeah. But make sure to go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, look up America Tells All, and like and follow. Somebody asked why was it on the RHAP? Because they are producing it. They are my bosses.
It's on the RHAP network. Which is very helpful in terms of like a lot of things.
But it is free.
It is free, of course.
It is free. So
Jackie's on live right now. You guys should collab. If he's got nothing to say about America Tells All.
If he's down to battle. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody said, do I like watching Love Island or The Bachelor more? Bachelor, and I'm going to tell you why. Mm-hmm. Love Island is really exciting for some parts. Casa Amor is obviously super exciting. The beginning is fun. After Casa Amor and after like...
It's pretty late though. It's only a couple weeks left after that.
Yeah, there's like a lull and it gets kind of slow, between like movie night and finale where like everybody's coupled up. They might fight, but they're going to get back together. They bring in new bombshells. They're not sticking because obviously everyone wants to have their solid partner for a finale. They are playing the game. Yeah. So that it gets kind of boring. On The Bachelor, though, I think the most exciting episode of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, whatever, is after the final rose. So you have to wait until the very end, the last episode, for like that drama, which keeps the anticipation high and I
think the highs of Love Island are higher than highs of The Bachelor, but like Bachelor is very consistent. Where sometimes Love Island, with how much it's on a week, a bad Love Island season is probably brutal. Where like I think I
cannot name a bad Love Island season.
What I was going to say is like
pretty good.
Jen's season was probably like the worst Bachelorette season or Bachelor season in a while. And it was pretty similar to Joey's. You know what I mean? Like, they're all the same. And, like, if you like...
Like, in hindsight, you think about it, like, oh, Joey's was kind of lame. Like, kind of vanilla. I can't remember much drama for... Oh, well, the Maria stuff, I guess. But even then, that was kind of annoying to get through. So I'll get that. But The Bachelor is low commitment. Also, whether you watch The Bachelor or you don't, just... stick around. We're going to be doing a loose recap every week. I will with some sort of guest, and it's going to be fun. It's meant to be for like everybody. Even if you didn't watch the episode, like I am aiming to make this fun for everybody.
Yeah, I think for Joey's season, the girls were very likable, which was, I think, what saved it.
Yeah.
Like the final 4.
Jen's men weren't very likable.
Yeah,
we are going to watch Dancing with the Stars tonight. It is we're in Nashville right now, so we're in Central Time. I'm so excited. I haven't watched Dancing with the Stars, y'all, since Chad Ochocinco's season. Like 15 years ago.
I like calling it Chad Ochocinco's season. Is that
it probably wasn't but I remember his name so clearly for some reason. Like, I remember the announcers being like, and now Chad Ochocinco dancing the foxtrot. Yeah. Like, whatever.
I like the idea that, like, Quinn comes out of the show. Someone said, is there going to be a Corey Quinn live? We're going to have the same exact block list. I'm just going to send it to him. Be like, all right, man, let's get ahead of this.
This is it.
Give me your Twitter account. I'll take care of it. But yeah, so I listen to the podcast. I don't think you can express like how many times America called Sam, who's like the producer of the whole thing, who edits it, to be like, Sam, you got to cut this out. Like, this can't. And then like, I don't think you even knew it didn't get fucking cut out because she's like too embarrassed to listen to the actual podcast itself.
I listened to it. Yeah,
I listened to the whole thing, and it's
he
like,
listened to it last night.
It's like,
hi, Allie. I know it's the fit. Is it the fit? Actually, I need the little hat.
Here's what I'll say about America.
Fuck, I never packed the little hat.
She commits to her bits, no matter what the bit is. There's a guy named
not the Bob.
There's a guy named Bob
No.
on this cast, and she's doing the cast assessment. She goes, "Yo, so let's talk about Bob. Bello." Do you get it? It's from like Minions, and they say hello. They go Bello.
I have to explain it because I don't know if Demi watched Minions or Despicable Me. I don't know. Like,
yeah, and then like 20 minutes later, Bob comes up again. She goes, "Bello." You get it? It's from, so one of the Minions is named Bob, and the way they say hello.
That's what I have to do to Corey a lot of the times. Like today I posted on here and on my Instagram what's his name? He was number 1.
SpongeBob.
Something Jensen. It's really hard to pronounce. But
yeah. Hello. But
wait, I just saw something. Hold up. My BF and I bonded over Baby 25. I credit you to my relationship. OMG, Morgan. I'm glad. So actually, we were at the Survivor event. There was a Survivor event here in Nashville last weekend. And we were there, and a guy comes up to us, and he's like, me and my girlfriend had broken up. And watching you guys made me believe in, like, love again. So I, like, reached out to her, and we got back together. He's like,
I missed this conversation.
Wait, you were right, babe. You were nodding and smiling.
I might have been checked out. I'm sorry. To whoever you are, shout outs.
It was at the bar, but he was like, he was like, oh my God, like, I owe you guys. You guys, like, inspired me to get back together with my ex. And at first I was like, but he's like, oh, but we're still together now. And I was like, oh, so it worked out.
Someone did come up to me and say they watched Baby 25, and Matt and Riley inspired them to break up with their significant other. But that... different conversation, probably.
The event was, yeah.
Well, it was a disaster if you didn't get there 5 hours early.
I heard people were camping out, which is insane. Me and Corey get there like 2 hours after. There's a huge crowd outside. So there was a big tent. It wasn't big enough. They didn't rent out. CBS is cheap. They didn't rent out the entire parking lot. They rented out half the parking lot. And there was a huge group of people outside. And once people were able to make it into the event, they weren't leaving. And honestly,
there's a small capacity.
Why would they? You know, it's pouring outside. It's fun inside. They got a bunch of different courses, like obstacle courses, challenges, Survivor type challenges.
Casting booth.
They had a casting booth with a guy with a camera there.
Stuff, making your own idols.
So they had tons of stuff. So it's like, okay, I don't blame you. Like once you're in there, I don't want to leave for another couple hours.
We were there and got turned away at 1:30. So it's funny, like people get turned away.
We got there at 2:30. Yeah.
People get turned away at like 1:32, and then like people would not listen and form the lines, and a lot of them would then get in later. So like what they kept trying to do was say, we're closed and we're not accepting anyone else, to dissuade, to make more people go away so there was a more manageable number. It was a shit show. It was very terribly run. America and I getting there at the time we got in, if we didn't have reality TV clout, I guess, and relationships, there was not even a chance we'd get close to getting into the event. It was really badly run.
Not at all. Yeah.
We went to Jen's instead. I heard, or is that Jenny's instead? Oh, Jenny's are great. We love Jenny's.
Ice cream. I love Jenny's.
Brambleberry Crisp is your favorite?
Brambleberry Crisp is my favorite.
Yeah.
Chocolate cookie crunch with vanilla. No, vanilla swirl with cookie crunch, please.
I get
it's chocolate vanilla swirl with cookie crunch, please.
Gooey butter cake or something, I think.
Gooey butter cake, and it's disgusting. It tastes like you're scooping up butter, babe. And
so good.
Well, he knows. I don't know why I said babe.
America, Corey's drinking soda more than me.
You got gooey butter cake? Oh no, Anita. I hate that one.
That's right, Anita. Delicious. So good.
Corey, has you drinking soda? Well, I'm out of water.
America loves soda. She's getting hooked.
But
my favorite relationship dynamic ever. Oh, you see behind the scenes. We're like fighting. We're like, all right, TikTok live time.
And babe, no. Earlier I was pissed because I'm like, Corey, I'm like freaking out about something about the podcast. The Bachelor podcast that is out now.
America
Go
Tells
follow
All.
and rate America Tells All. So I'm freaking out a little bit. And I'm like, hey, babe, I didn't ask you for help. But I was like, hey, babe, blah, blah, blah. I go to his room and he's locked into the feeds. And I'm like, oh, do you have a charger? Like, do you want to come with me so you can help me? and you're like, I'm watching feeds. And I was so upset. I came over here and you're like, what's wrong? And I was like...
I said, actually, can you come in here so I can watch the feeds and we can talk? Because look, she's nervous about her podcast. I got my podcast tomorrow. There's no rewind feature. I need to be locked into the feeds or I'm going to miss it. It was a big conversation between Cam and Leah.
Anyway, no, I was fine. I was like, no, it's okay. You have your thing tomorrow. Go watch your little feeds.
Why does he need to help you with the charger? I think you misunderstand what she was saying. It's not like I had to help her plug it in.
I'd be pissed at you too, whoever you are. Anyway, he came back and he helped me. It's about being there.
Corey
for someone.
even ended his stream to go watch feeds. Don't feel bad, America. Feeds come first. I think if anyone would understand it would be you.
Winner pick right now. I have a feeling Cam's going to end up taking this whole thing, y'all.
I think Cam is going to have a lot of trouble beating any woman in the final. I think there's a lot of women voting for women going on. Plus, I don't think...
Not if it's Angela.
Maybe not Angela. Leah, I think, would be up in the air because they don't view Leah as a girl's girl, obviously, because Big Brother sucks.
Yeah.
I think the other interesting outcome is, like, would Chelsea ever vote for Cam? I think, like, Chelsea doesn't want to be...
Do you think she'd be bitter?
Bitter is one way to put it, but I don't think she'd want to come off as, like, I've been liking this guy and he's been disrespecting me and now I'm giving him my vote. I think she cares a lot about perception in that way.
Yeah, I mean, because Chelsea lies in her Cam talks. She says she doesn't like Cam. It's so obvious she's into Cam.
Yeah.
So...
He seems like a great guy.
He seems great. He's so funny. I think he seems great.
I think also there's a lot of psychoanalysis going on online about Chelsea. It's like, oh, she's only been in one relationship. And this.
No, she's just jealous. You're in there for so long. He's the one guy... Are there only 2 guys left?
Yeah.
Chemo. Yeah, I mean, he's the one guy to, like, that she likes. Like, of course she's going to be a little jealous. That's fine. She likes him. It's not a big deal.
All the real competitors are gone. What? Like Tucker? Like, what do you mean?
Like Joseph.
Quinn.
Shout out to all the dogs at the crib. So I don't know if any of y'all are on Twitter, but the dogs are at the crib and they're also on Twitter. And it was so funny because they messaged me. Cam's friends made a Twitter account and they're like, hey, America. Not Hey, America. They said, hey, not Hey, America. Let's make that very clear. They're like, hey, can you help us with this account? We want to make sure that Cam... gets the support that he needs outside of the house. We're making this to show that we are supporting him and that we are watching. We're trying to get this Twitter account up and running. I was like, of course. And then it dawned on me that they don't know who I am and they probably thought I was a Cam Stan account. And I think that's very funny.
In that moment, her whole bio was like, a dog at the crib.
Yeah, my name was A Dog at the Crib. My bio was like Cam Stan account. And my profile picture was a picture of Cam.
Yeah.
So, after that, now it's back. Now it's back to my America stuff. But I thought it was funny because I'm like, oh my God, like they actually don't know. They don't know who I am, which is funny. They thought I was a Stan account with like, a decent sized following.
A 30,000 follower Cam Stan account would be crazy.
Yeah.
Or what are you at? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we're together. Woo! What do you all think about Mackenzie's winning chances? Way better than they've ever been. She's on the up and up.
I think her
next to Cam.
She locked into Chelsea, and that was probably like the best thing for her to do.
The best thing she's done now is because she's going against Chelsea. She's locked in with Leah again, and she's got Leah and Cam.
But it's like that's the thing. Like she always had her and Leah would shit talk each other, right? But they always kept each other as options, which is good.
Yeah. I think Mackenzie was very much like Leah always. It was kind of. I think Leah was you and Mackenzie was more blue. But I do think there's a world where, like, blue... never mind. I don't know. I think they're open to working with each other now, which is good for both of them, so...
But I'm rooting for Leah. She's the underdog, and she's all on her own. And I like her. She was talking about astrology last night on feeds, and I was like, oh my God, Corey, like, I think we'd kind of get along. She was talking about... who was it? Like, somebody was talking about their ex's astrology sign... Or their husband, I think it was Angela maybe talking about her husband and how compatible they are. And I was like, oh my God. That's what I would say if somebody asked me about Virgos and Cancers.
This double date between me, America, Quinn, and Leah, it would just be me and Quinn, like, at a table on the other side of the restaurant, and America and Leah on, like, the other side. Like...
We'd be dancing.
I'd be dating Quinn. Like... Leah's America if...
Yeah, my voice cannot do what hers does.
No.
Like, she will go on and on and on, and good for her. It's worked for her. It's kept her off the block.
Well, honestly, we were in a season of more yappers.
You think so? Not like
Yeah.
that. No, people were quiet. People were quiet our season.
Well, I think like T-Core and Chemo are very quiet.
Yeah.
I think Cam is quiet. MJ talks a lot. I think it's mostly like MJ, Leah, and Rabina are the yappers this season. Angela's a little bit different.
Chelsea just lets Leah talk. Everyone lets Leah talk.
It's funny, like I'm rooting for Leah, and then I watch Leah, and I'm like, damn. I don't know if I'm rooting for Leah. I liked her today, though.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe she just like talks and rambles to like fill up space, but like,
yeah,
it's worked so far. And you know what? She's got a story for everything, and I commend that because that's hard to do. Anyways, y'all, this is it for our TikTok live today. We're going over to Instagram. am I A-Dog there too? A-Dog956. I'm going live on Instagram talking about the podcast. Can you text here when you're about to go live? Okay. Going on. Okay, wait. Let me. Okay,
we're going
I'll text
live
her.
with Rob Sesternino, who is
From RHAP Survivor Legend.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. We haven't done a TikTok live together ever. We've had tons of meetings leading up to this for the podcast release. But yeah, going back to Instagram Live. What's the podcast name? The podcast name is America Tells All. Make sure to go and subscribe and follow and like y'all. We're getting to number one. We're getting to number one. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone to go, on all your devices, go and log on and follow and like and listen, of course. I had so much fun talking to Demi about the cast. I hope y'all enjoy it. Bye for now. We're going to go to Instagram. Okay?